Hey, what's up, guys? It's Russo and Jordy, and we've got another Prize Picks video for you. And I just want to thank Jordy for holding down the fort when I had to bounce out super last minute. Like he had zero, like he was waiting on me, like I was running late, and I ended up having to hit him up and she's like, I need you to do it solo.
Hey,
And
you've done it for me enough times. It's all good.
yeah, man, but it is kind of stressful because when you're preparing for like a 2-man show,
Yeah.
and then you have all your notes ready, and then you're like, actually, you have to go find more picks and do more research and run it and edit it and do all that. But anyways, I appreciate you jumping in and getting us
back.
a bunch of bangers. Thanks, man. So yeah, if you've never tried Prize Picks, use our promo code and they will double your first deposit up to $100. Literally whatever amount you put on, they'll match it. And so if you do the full 100, you'll get 200 to play with. If you just use our promo code at the bottom of the screen, throw it in and they'll hook you up with that deal. And if you're new to our channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell because we run several different types of shows. Like this is our first look show. We jump on right when the board is first getting populated for the following day. And we look for all the value because a lot of these lines get added pretty low. And then they end up getting bumped up like a point and a half. Or so. Sometimes they get removed entirely. And then we have a daily show. Once the board is filled out and fully populated, then we look for the value that is added to the board and we drop picks on you as well. So make sure you're subscribed. You'll be notified as soon as we drop our videos. And we do have new content in the works that we're going to be getting into pretty soon. We just want to make sure we have everything worked out for that, but we'll be providing more content for you guys. All right, so we're going to do a recap of the picks from the first look show and from the daily show. We had a good day. We had a really good day, and we had a bunch of gems in the Discord too. Like it was just a party in our Discord tonight. It was such a fun time. But so for our picks from the night video, we hit you with 4 picks. I had Herbert Jones for over 3.5 rebounds. He cashed. He went for 5. And we had Zion Williamson over 10.5 rebounds and assists. And he cashed. He went for 12. And then you want to get into your picks, Jordy?
Yeah. So for the first look, I had Derek White for over 8.5 rebounds and assists. We were telling you guys, I think this is the closest thing we have to a lock. He hit it again. He had 12 right at where he's been hitting it. And then I had Valanciunas for over 14.5 points and assists. We kind of sweated this one out, not gonna lie, but he got it done. He got it done with all points, was why we sweated it out. If he would have gotten any assists, we'd been fine, but he got it done. He hit it, so we're happy.
It was fun though because Jordy and I felt so good about these picks. We put like a decent amount of cash on some bigger slips, and we actually we won't get into it tonight, but we got a full sweep on our NFL picks as well for Monday night.
Huge.
So we had our NFL picks matched with these picks, and it all came down to Valanciunas, and then we had that one play at the end where he was wide open. Yeah, and then he fouled out, and it was a wild night, but we had a great time. And so yeah, we got that, and then you can get into your daily picks because you almost got the full sweep there too.
Yeah, it was
awesome.
So close. We only missed by 1 point on one slip. So we took Trey Murphy. I'm telling you guys, keep an eye out for Trey Murphy. If he's under anything at like 12, I'm taking him. But he had 16 against tonight. We took him for over 10.5, which was just stupid value on that pick. He had 16, so we hit there. And then we took Obi Toppin. This one came a little close. We took him for over 11.5, and he had 12, but he hit it. And then we had Bruce Brown's assist for over 2.5, and he got this done pretty early. He had 4. And then we took CJ McCollum, and he had every opportunity at the end of this game. They were even trying to foul him, and the refs wouldn't call it at the end. But we took him for over 17.5, and he had 17. So I feel bad about that one, but man, there was plenty of value out there if you guys watched all the videos. So.
Yeah, and I had several slips that it all came down to CJ, and everything else was green, and Jordy and I were just like foul him. Like it was a fun time though. All those slips ended up doubling up anyways, so no losses there. But
sure.
All right, and so let's get into the picks. We've got 2 picks each for you. And for me, I'm going to be going with 2 rebounds and assists props. And these ones they're pretty 50-50 on the juice. So these are like a gut play. So ride with me if you want. If you don't, feel up to it. We'll see. Sometimes the Vegas odds change closer to game time, but they have these just about 50-50, but I'm rolling with it. So to get us started, I'm going to be taking Julius Randle, the power forward for the New York Knicks. I'm going to take his rebounds and assists for over 14. The lines that the odds makers have are around 14.5. And so I feel good about like worst case scenario, this being a push, but I think he's going to go over. So I'm going to take it for more. And if we look at what Julius Randle's been doing over his last 5 games, he's getting all the minutes he needs. It's like pretty much never under 34 minutes a game. He's averaging almost 36 minutes a game. It is NBA Cup again, so should be really exciting basketball. Like we've said in many of our videos, we're just loving this in-season tournament they added. It's so exciting, like to start the season. And so yeah, Julius Randle's averaging 10.6 rebounds a game and 6.2 assists per game. And Milwaukee is actually they're 18th. They're ranked 18th in rebounds allowed and assists allowed. So I feel good about his chances of doing this, especially since he's been crushing these lines as of late. Even when he was like quite a game time decision in his last game, he still came in and just crushed it. If we look at what they're allowing to his position specifically, the power forward, they're allowing Milwaukee is allowing 9.6 rebounds per game and 4.2 assists. So even though this looks a little bit tougher, that might be why Vegas has this at a 50-50 shot to hit. But the way he's been playing, I just expect him to probably go for like 16 if I were to try to guess. So I'm going to take the over on that one just because of the consistency. And he's hit this 7 out of his last 10 games. So he's got a 70% success rate on this particular prop. And then my next one is going to be same category, and we're going to go with Josh Hart for the same 7.5 is all he's got to hit. And he's been hitting this quite a bit. He's also hit this 7 out of his last 10 games. And like we mentioned before, Milwaukee is 18th in rebounds allowed and assists allowed. So they're giving up quite a bit to these specific type of stat lines. So we're going to take more on that. And if we look at Josh Hart, his minutes have been consistent. He's a great role player. He hustles. He pulls down a lot of rebounds for a shooting guard. He's averaging 30 minutes a game and about 6.2 rebounds, 2.7 assists. 2 kind of seems like his sweet spot for assists. So I like that for him to at least get us 2. And in his last 3 games, the least amount of boards he's got is 6. So like I said, 7 out of 10 times he's hit this. And then if we look at the matchup against shooting guards, they're actually allowing quite a bit. They're allowing 6.1 rebounds to shooting guards and 5 assists a game to shooting guards. So if he can just hit their average, that's already at 11, over 11. So I'm feeling good about that to go over as well. And I'm going to let Jordan give you his picks, and then I will hit you guys with the over-under for this game as well. So you can get into yours, Jordan.
Sweet, man. So yeah, to get me started, I'm excited about these 2 a lot. I'm going to be going with a rebounds prop to start, and I'm going to be going with Anthony Davis. So this is another like NBA Cup series tomorrow. So these games are going to be very competitive and very close. So this Phoenix and LA matchup, I think, is going to be a total banger. So both of mine are targeting this game. So I'm taking AD to go over 12.5 rebounds. If we look at what he's been doing in his last 10 games, I mean, he's been fantastic. So in his last game was a Cash Cup game also. And he put up 37 minutes, 27 points, and 14 rebounds against Houston. They're a pretty good rebounding team. So I think against the Suns, I mean, they're a good rebounding team too. They're very big. But I think in a game like this, with how much is on the line for these guys, I think this is just a silly line. I think he's going to be fine doing this. He's gone over this in 7 out of his last 10 and 4 out of his last 5. So he's been very consistent in this category. You know, he put up 14 on OKC, 16 on Detroit is whatever, but 11 on Philly. That was a very weird game. There's a lot of fouls, and then I think that was when they got blown out or something. It was, because I remember I took his rebounds in that video. So, you know, he's hitting this on the regular. So if they wouldn't have gotten blown out, he would have been 5 for 5. So I like this to go over. This is actually minus 125 to go over. So Vegas has given us a little bit of that juice too. And if we look at what the Suns are giving up rebound-wise, they're giving up 12.5. So it's right at the line for him to go over this. And Anthony Davis isn't your typical center. So I like him to go over this a lot. So taking the over on that one. Not going to overthink this one too much with his minutes and how good he is. My next one is going to be a points prop, and I like Kevin Durant to go over his points. Now I know it's set pretty high, it's set at 28.5, but we're talking about Kevin Durant here. Like, this guy is one of the best scorers in the game, and you know, he's been doing a lot more facilitating this year, but he's still scoring the ball so efficiently. He's averaging 30 points over the last 5 games. And if we look at what he's done to LA in the last 3 matchups they've had, I know this doesn't mean everything, but he does love to torch LeBron wherever he goes. Whenever he plays LeBron, he averages 34.5 points. So, I mean, it's something to note. The last 3 times they've played LA, he put up 38, 39, and 31. So he loves to, you know, shine. And especially in a cup game like this, I think he's going to be shooting very well. Eric Gordon is questionable. Not that that really means anything for KD. He's actually hit just as much as he hasn't when he's not there. So, you know, I like this to go over. This is a minus 137 to go over. He's done this in the last 9 out of 10 games he's played. He just missed it in the last game. But I just think this is one of those no-brainers as well. I mean, if we want to look up what the Lakers are giving up to small forwards, let's see here. They're giving up 19 points, but I mean, come on, it's Kevin Durant. If they were playing Kevin Durant every game, they would be giving up 35 points. So I like this to go over, and yeah, I'm just not going to overthink these too much with how juiced they are. So that's what I've got, bro.
Okay, so these are the 4 picks we've got for first look. We will have more picks on our daily show tomorrow once the board fills out more, but we're feeling good about these. Some of these are going to move for sure. I wouldn't be surprised if Randle is around 14.5 before game time, and Hart is around 8. But before we wrap up, I do want to just hop over to our Discord for just a moment, because we had like so many people throwing in extra plays that they were hot on, and we just had a party in our Discord tonight. Just like everyone was cashing. By the end of the night, it was just a straight up celebration. And so if you're interested in checking out our Discord, definitely go just take a look and see if it's something you're interested in being a part of. The link is in the description of our video. But it's a really great resource. Like, we've got 3 other analysts in here that are posting plays around the clock for all sorts of stuff. We've got NBA, CSGO, NFL, just about anything you're interested in. You can hit up some of our analysts, and they'll help you figure out information about your play. And so, yeah, guys, that's going to do it for us. Thanks to all the new subscribers, and thanks to Patrick Bush, who's been with us since we had like,
Patty B.
I don't know, like since like, I think we had something like 50 or 60 subs, like when he was showing us some love. And I know he cashed tonight from our NFL, some of our NFL picks. I think he used some of ours and some of his own, but it was good to see him get a cash. And yeah, we appreciate all you guys. Have a great night, and we'll catch you in the next video.
Good luck, guys.